Sure.
Here we go.
It's a me.
It's
It's
me.
me, Mario.
It's the Candlepin
Welcome
bowling.
to episode 116 of Ripping the Rack podcast. I am your host, Bruins. Right there, it's on my screen. It says Bruins.
Go Florida.
With me today, over on this side of me, I just touched
Nope.
him.
No, you pointing the opposite direction. You got
No, not for
your
me.
Camera.
Oh, that's right. I gotta.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wait, aren't I supposed to mirror my camera?
So I would point this way to you.
No, you're wrong
Oh,
again.
that
too,
way.
Brian.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I want to mirror my camera.
Dude, don't worry about it now. Just know that you were backwards.
No, I'm not backwards.
I just have to point up. Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
You're
yes,
left.
yes,
See, my left
yes.
is now my right, and my right is now my left.
Oh, so you
And
did
if I
mirror
point
it.
over here, I'm pointing over there. Oh, I don't like this.
This is going to be half an hour of Tim tries to figure out how to work equipment.
Welcome to
That's
IT
great.
Tech Support with
There we
Tim.
go. So with me today is Coastal Crusader Brian Athern. Brian,
Hi,
how you doing?
everybody. Go Bees.
Go Bees. And joining us live from Canada, he is the true and one only King of the North, Calvin Locke.
Howdy, gents.
Nico
Thank
was
you,
cheering
Nico.
for you.
Yes, I know. I
I think Nico was lying. I don't think he was cheering for you.
I think that was my problem. Is too many people were cheering for me at the end.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about Easter?
Well,
Oh, is that how we want to start?
we had ham. Ham was good. I liked the ham.
I had a
Oh, was
ham
there
dinner.
bowling?
I had a ham dinner. It was great. We went Saturday afternoon. We went to Dave Godwin's grandmother's. She made us a ham dinner. It was the best thing ever. I had the best time.
Well, that was nice of her.
And then I bowled on Sunday. Didn't have the best
And
time.
then that wasn't fun.
For shame.
And then there was much shame.
Much shame.
Much shame.
Much shame. No, it was a good tournament. Very little breakdowns, which was great. It worked great. I'm excited for Mixed Worlds. I'm excited for that to go there, and hopefully it runs as smoothly as it did.
Good.
Might be a little harder where everybody, like the schedule is flip-floppity flip-flop maybe, but I'm hopefully it runs just as smooth. The food was delicious at the 10-string break. Nice hot dogs and hamburgers and some there was some pulled pork and there was some baked beans and there was some fruits and vegetables and tiramisu, like homemade tiramisu. Oh, it was heavenly. So that was good. Lexi, great job as always. Only one minor glitch, and that happened in the 19th string, which was the absolute worst time for that.
Oh.
We had one string to go, and all the internet went, and all the computers died, and couldn't upload the screens, and had to do a big reboot. So I'll blame it on the machines. It's the machines' fault.
Well, I will say, Calvin, I made it to the 19th string and then I passed out. I was like, okay, I got to go to bed. And so I missed the 10th string, but I will say the comeback that you had with the back-to-back 150s in the 18th and 19th string. I mean, you were throwing a great ball. So I said at the beginning of the show, I'm saying it now until next year.
Oh, until next year. Okay.
Until next year.
It's a 1-year contract with the King.
Yes, you're on a 1 year. You're on a 1-year contract. You are the true King of the North. So I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
You know, even though second place is the first loser.
Yep.
You ain't
You ain't
first,
first,
last.
you last.
That's it.
Ricky Bobby Inc.
Bear with me 1 second, folks. I'm just putting the link up on the old Facebookie so people know
The Book of Face.
The Book of Face.
Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that. I've been hearing it all week. I've had a week to kind of mull and stew in my disappointment but I know that I did bowl well, and I know it takes, and everybody's always been saying this, that it takes a lot to get even to second place. So, yes, I bowled well, and it was a big 3 out of 4 strings. Unfortunately, they were sandwiched between two 90 strings, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I know I bowled well, and the second place is nothing to really smirk at. But I've said this to everybody else. I wish I didn't have the lead in the 19th string. I wish I
Really?
would have. Yeah, I honestly wish I would have just been like 7 or 8 pins behind, because then I think I was still aggressive, but I was more like, okay, I need this. I need this. Instead of when I was up there bowling, I was like, oh, I want this. So I think my aggression changed. But I mean, I still the first 5 boxes I hit it 4 out of 5 on the head pin, and left the 7-8 twice. And then in the 7th or 8th box, I left the 2-7-8-10 off the head pin. So
Yummy.
Now you had a shot in the 10th
yeah,
that you hit.
I thought I hit it
What
almost perfectly.
what did you what did you have? Do you
I had
remember?
the jumble over in the left side. So the 1, 2, 4, 7, those are like the 4 horsemen, and
Yeah.
then the 8, 5, 8, 9. So that little.
Okay, so
I
you
took
were
out the
you were
fourth
off the
side.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then hit it and just
Left the obese triangle, the OT.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Bear with me one sec. I got to mute my TV because I got the Bruins on it, and I'm going to pay attention if I hear that. So hold on.
oh, okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Yes, Tim Douglas did bowl well, and that's
Yes, he
one
did.
thing. That's one thing again is, I mean, I know everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Calvin second place," but Tim Douglas bowled awesome all day, and I don't think there was many strings he had under 110 or 111 all day. He was consistent and he bowled well, and I think he had the lead until obviously the 20th, but he had the lead, I think, from the 5th or 6th string on, and then he went all the way to the 19th, and then I took it over at that point. So Tim bowled awesome all day, and congratulations to him. So, and
Are
now
you done getting dressed now?
we have crap on our show. Why do you have that crap on this friggin'? We're trying to
Easy,
have
Calvin.
a respectable show, a respectable
easy.
Candlepin show. You need some more blue and white.
I got blue and white right in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and in your hair.
maybe I should go change now.
No, your game's on tomorrow.
Yeah,
night.
I was going to say your game's on
later
tomorrow night.
tonight.
And I don't know if anyone mentioned. Yes, Nico, Tim Douglas bowled amazing the entire day. Very consistent.
We talked about that while you were getting dressed.
Okay. All right. Good talk.
Yes, Wayne, absolutely. I mean, granted, I wouldn't say the last box was amazing, but the fact that he made the shot in that kind of moment was pretty good. But I mean, to punch out the 3-9 and then get the extra pin, I don't know if I'd say that's a good box. But
so what did he have for a spare leave?
he had
I didn't see
the
it.
1, 2, 7, 8, 6, 10.
Ooh.
So, and he hit it on the 1, 2, and it just went like a rocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got 4 on his mark. So I think he punched the 3-9 and got the whatever weird 3-8 or something like that.
I'll tell you who was another surprising showing was Irby, who doesn't
Irby
bowl in
bowled
anything,
well.
and Irby bowled in really good.
Irby bowled well, and now it's giving him the itch back. He's wants to see if he can bowl again, and I was happy that he was there. And Tim Hazart had a good day. Tim Hazart,
did, yes.
And Corey Smith had a good back 5 strings. I think he didn't. I don't think he had a string under 124 in the back 5 to put himself from like 19th or something to 4th or whatever he did. So he bowled well, and then
you guys had quite a few from Canada, like 7
we
or
hit
8.
5 out of the top 10. 5 of the top 10 were Canadian that cashed. Myself, Adam, or I should say top 15, I guess. But 5 out of the top 10 were Canadian. And then, so that, and then.
Did Jerry cash?
Yes, Jerry
You're done?
Yeah, Jerry cashed. I think he finished 9th or 10th, 9th or something. I can't remember where everybody finished. I know the post is somewhere. Somebody posted the final stats, but
Well, there is something called the interwebs. Let's see if
oh
I
yeah, we
can,
can look
while
it
you
up.
guys are discussing, let me see if I can find them.
Yeah, Jerry had an awesome. I think his like 13 to 17. I think he was 530 or 540. I think he threw like a 430 in the middle there, and yeah, he bowled awesome to bring himself all the way up. And Matt Harnett cashed. He only lost to me by about 110 pins, I think. So that's not too bad. It wasn't 100.
That's not horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't 150 like I called. It was only 110. So if I would have bowled 130 in the last string, I would have crushed him.
So the top 10, obviously, Timmy at 2504, Calvin at 24.99. It was only 5 pins.
Yeah, it was only 5 pins.
Okay.
There's a mistake somewhere because it was 14 and 26 going into the last string.
Yeah.
I think on my last string it should be 97, not 96. I think there was a pin that didn't register, and I was supposed to go fix it, but then I didn't think of it, and when I didn't make the mark in the 10th, it really didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Okay.
No, because I know going into the last string it was 14 for Tim, or 14 for me, and 26 for up on Daly,
Yeah.
and he only beat me by 19, so it should be 5 pins, not 6 pins or something like that.
So Josh Daly third at 24.95. Corey Smith tied for fourth with Tim Hazert, 24.14. Adam Melanson at 24.10. Adam had that big 174 to get him back into it.
Yeah, that put him all the way up to second at that point when he hit.
Yeah, he had a rough kind of back 6, I'm going to say. But he really kind of saved himself with that 170. Jerry Dunn, 23.93.
You're ahead of me, asshole.
Suck it, Florida. Sorry.
It isn't over yet.
So 23.93, Jerry Dunn. Chris Merrill at 8th. So no triple, no try, repeat.
Yeah.
Chris. Jimbo Ayotte was tied for 9th with Matt Harnett. So there's your top 10. But no, Irby, Cradopani had a really nice showing as well.
He did.
Travis Wallace had a really good showing.
Second year in a row, he's the bubble boy.
I was going to say that's the second. That I knew the first year he was, so second year again.
Yeah. Second year in a row, he's the bubble boy. That's what we called him all weekend at our mixed tournament.
Man, the bunny was not nice to him.
Oh, that's funny. No, it's just our guest from last week. He did not fare as well. I'm going to call him old now.
Yeah.
So I think he's old.
He seemed like he was still throwing the ball pretty smooth around the 19th and 20th. So he must not have been too old, but still.
He's straight. Well, I shouldn't say he struggled. I can see the last 3 strings were a struggle.
Yeah.
And no, Nico, I did not watch the Candlepins for Cancer yesterday. Brian and I had our final once a month in Augusta, so we were bowling.
We had a 5-string set and then playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, and again, good to see some women that bowled. Was happy to see that. I'll always love to see people supporting it. So hell of a turnout, 93 total bowlers, largest turnout that they've ever had for this in their 35 plus years of running the tournament. So Lexi and the staff at Leda Lanes did a phenomenal job per usual.
It is.
Love bowling there. Lexi always takes care of us. She does a phenomenal job there. So, great job to them. And Calvin, good job to you too.
Thanks, buddy.
You bowled all right, kid.
Good job.
bowled
Good
all
effort.
right. Yeah. It was a call. I gave it the old college try.
So now
Wouldn't it be
for the important tournament, because that obviously doesn't matter.
Right. Which one?
The 560 coming up.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My fingers are exploded already. I'm so excited to bowl another 15 strings. God.
But it's only 2 boxes at a time.
Oh,
Right.
great. I did that all weekend.
And I barely survived 7 strings yesterday.
Tim,
9 strings.
Calvin, he's not gonna make it. He's gonna.
You might need
to sub out.
You might need to prop me up at the foul line. Just have someone stand behind me, and I'll just throw the ball.
Yeah,
I actually
walk out like James Brown used to. We have to put the cape over him as he's walking out.
I felt actually better than I thought I would.
Great. I'll bring Canadian drugs for this weekend. The ones that actually work.
He's gonna need them.
Bowling, I'm okay. The actual physical, I can't bend it. It hurts to pick up a ball.
Yeah.
You should see him try and pick his shoe cover up. I'm gonna bring you a grabber for next weekend, one of those big long stick things, so you could we'll hang it on the score table and you can reach down and grab your shoe cover with it. So I don't have to listen to you wince when you reach down and pick your shoe cover up.
There was only a couple of times where I may have
audibly winced. You visibly winced every time.
No, there was only 1 or 2 times where I had an oh shit moment, like I may not be able to get back up. But it was okay.
Can't wait for this weekend. So
yes,
excited.
So we did finish our once a month league yesterday, which was a great league. I thoroughly enjoyed that once a month draft league at 1710. Mark did a great job running that, and that was a lot of fun. And congratulations to Jason Sparks, Jeff Lapierre, and Zach Skinner, who won that league.
Go Florida! Booyah!
But I am not sure who won the playoffs. Tim, do you know who won the playoffs?
Mark Carrier.
It figures he owns a house.
He owns a house. So I'm calling rigged. Definitely rigged. Yeah. Certainly rigged. No, Mark bowled well yesterday. He
bowled great Thursday. He threw 20 something Thursday.
7:20 on 7:30, 7:20 on Thursday night. He's done well with the bowling alley. People are going to enjoy themselves next week.
The pinball from September to now is incredible.
Yeah,
the difference.
People are really going to enjoy themselves. I will say this, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. Bring a towel.
Yep.
If you want pinfall, they do the plates there. They don't slop them up. It's not like it's sloppy, but bring a towel because you're going to want to wipe your ball down. I'm just giving you.
You're going to want to take an extra second and wipe the balls down before you throw.
That's all. But he's got them going well. I do believe I don't have 100% confirmation on this yet. I am I'm going to say about 93% certain that even down 2 teams, so down to 16 teams, we're still going to guarantee $5,000 to first place.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. And we're paying 4 spots. So 1 and 4 is getting paid. And I agree.
4? Okay. So
1,
2 and 3?
1 in 4.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Calvin, that's American math. I'm not using the metric system.
Yeah, no, I'd rather use the metric system than have to figure out the wordy math problems they have nowadays. New math's stupid.
Yeah. And I agree, Michelle. Calvin needs to definitely smarten up.
That is not Michelle.
Michelle A.
Thank you.
My apologies.
Good.
So, Michelle A.
Year,
oui, bonjour to you too, Calvin.
Wait. I don't have to kneel. I don't have to kiss your ring.
You kneel before the king.
No. You are.
Hey, which one of you guys is bowling last next week?
You are. Oh, Calvin. You are Brian.
Tim.
I'm pointing to Brian.
No, you're not.
Why?
You're pointing it.
No, you're pointing off screen.
Uh,
You gonna have Larry the cat bull anchor?
say hi to Angie. You can't see her. She's right there.
What up, Angie?
Honey,
Get the dryer.
Calvin says hi.
I'll
She
see
said
you in
hi.
4 days, honey, for the cuddles.
He'll see you in 4 days for the cuddles, honey.
He's talking to Larry.
That was Larry.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, the Mark really has done well with the bowling alley. The food's fantastic. People are going to have fun. The score is going to be there. If you're going to if you're throwing a good ball, you're going to score well there. Look forward to it. I think we're going to have a good time.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
You know, I'm excited to get carried. I love it. It's great.
Is Brian gonna
Don't ask
piggyback
him
you
how
out
to
of
play a
the bowling
shot.
alley?
What was that,
Don't
Calvin?
I said, is Brian going to piggyback you out of the bowling alley?
You might have to.
Man. He's gonna fireman's carry him out right over the shoulder.
So people have asked if there's going to be streaming, if someone's going to stream or anything else. As far as I know, no one will be there to stream. I know Paul will be up at the State of Maine APH Eliminations in Old Town, streaming and commentating that this weekend.
So people, the Wi-Fi there does work fairly decently. So bring your phones and hook up the Wi-Fi and stream your matches.
Yeah, have fun with it.
I'm sure there'll be 3 or 4 streams of matches going on with the people that will be there.
I'm sure. You know, hopefully, be kind of neat. Let's see. Paul did.
And as a preface, Tim, you want to tell them we will not have the stats immediately after the last ball is thrown of each string. There will be some delay. We apologize in advance.
I do not apologize in advance. Mark is the owner of the business. I guess I'm the tournament director.
You are the tournament director. You have experience.
Mona is going. Mona is bowling as well. At bowling, she's either bowling or she'll be there. Mark Weber just said he'll be streaming his matches, but I mean, really, who wants to watch Mark Weber? Just kidding, buddy. I like Mark.
True story.
What, did I like Mark?
No, that nobody wants to watch him.
Oh,
Calvin, you're mean.
Oh, sorry.
Almost as mean to him as you are Fuller.
Sorry. Oh,
is
Brian
Fuller coming next
that's
weekend?
one.
No.
Nobody asked Fuller to bowl?
I have no idea.
Would you ask Fuller to bowl?
Yeah.
Mark, true shit though. That's funny. That was a good comment. No, Mark, he just commented in the group chat. He was like, "True shit though." No, people want to watch you bowl, Mark. I think your wife still likes you. Your kid loves you. That helps.
Hey, when you don't have fans, you breed them.
That's
I
right.
know that.
Michelle, yes. We are cheering on Michelle in the APH eliminations this weekend.
Go, Michelle.
Go, Michelle.
What else?
Candlepins for Cancer. Paul was nice enough to send the results from the first ever Candlepins for Cancer.
You send things, we read them.
Mixed ladder live show that was done this Sunday.
Yesterday, Tim.
This past Sunday. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see. We had the first match was Alicia Kelly and Al Johnson versus Faye Sawyer and OJ Martin, with Faye and OJ pulling that win out. He did. Okay. So at that one, $777 was raised at that event alone. So they raised over $3,000 in the 4 Sanford fundraisers. And Paul did want to point out a special tip of the hat to owner Owen Martin, who did not charge for the roll-offs or live show. In return, we were able to help out 2 more families with over $31,000 paid to bowlers and their relatives going through cancer treatments. So Candlepin Bowlers helping Candlepin Bowlers going through cancer treatments. Great cause. Second match was Faye and OJ taking on Amanda Carroll and Justin Scally. That was a close match with Amanda and Justin pulling that out 377 to 364. Third match was Amanda and Justin taking on Shannon Scribner and Nate Lees. That had Amanda and Justin moving on to the final match, which was Amanda Carroll and Justin Scally versus Madison Kelly, soon to be Evan Kelly Riva.
No, that's what Evan's gonna be.
No, Evan's gonna he's gonna remain a Riva. He'll remain a Riva. But anyway, I digress. Madison and John Blaze, and they bowled well. Madison and John went 393 in that match. So, congratulations to Maddie and John. I believe it was a $2,000 payout, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a nice little day. And then Maddie won the first ever $100 strike challenge. Each bowler win or lose after each match throws one ball each. There were 3 9 drops and 2 8 drops. I don't know if Maddie must have thrown a strike. I'm assuming.
I would assume.
Well, she won. She must have.
So that's my assumption. But we know what happens with assumptions. So, congratulations. I do not have any information on next roll-offs or anything else. I don't know if they're done for the season. Thank you, Wayne. She did. She threw the hammer. Nice. So I'm not sure if they're done for the season or not. If anyone in the group chat knows, let us know.
Yes, please.
Please. So this weekend, again, this coming weekend, we have the 560 in Augusta. We have the APH eliminations in Old Town. Calvin, anything going on up north of the border?
This weekend, no, but there were lots of stuff that happened. Heather Bowling Lanes had their Good Friday singles. There were 33 bowlers in attendance. They had a fun-filled day with lots of laughs and some great bowling. Handicap results after 7 games was Barry Cody with a 944, Patty Vance with a 911, Jason Wilkins with a 910, who got third place based off a roll-off. And top 3 bowlers moved into the skins game. Game 1, Barry Cody beat Bert Shanks 5 skins to 5 skins in a roll-off. Jason Wilkins beat Patty Vance 8 skins to 2 skins. And then in game 3, Barry Cody beat Jason Wilkins 6 skins to 4 skins. So, 4 skins. Wait.
I would have thought about that with Barry Cody in the round.
I was not saying anything on that one. I was just going to let that play out.
Funny. Oh, 460. Is that this weekend? Oh, yes, it is. 22nd. That's right. 22nd, 23rd. That is true. 460 this weekend. We'll get to it. And then they had the scratch division. So it was the top 4 bowlers without handicap. They moved into a skins game, and that was David Cooper at 874, Trevor Stinson at 814, Matt McDonald at 812, and Stephanie Miller at 806. The big game and the talk of the weekend was Stephanie Miller had defeated 7 skins to David Cooper's 3 skins. And Stephanie threw a 5-bagger going out for a 178 signal. She finished with 5 strikes in a row, 178. So that was awesome. That was the talk of the weekend. Game 2 was Trevor Stinson had 7 skins over Matt McDonald's 3 skins. And then Stephanie Miller in the finals beat Trevor Stinson's 6 skins to the 4 skin. So congratulations, Steph and Barry Cody, for winning the skins singles. However they do it, it looks neat. Whatever they did, seems like everybody had fun and it was a good tournament.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and that would have led to. I don't know. I'm sure it's happened. I have never seen a female throw a 5-bagger. And that's not. I'm not trying to say anything by it, but
I don't think I have either.
I've never seen it. And I've only seen God, a handful, like literally a Tim handful, small hands, um, of five baggers in general.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah, I
that's
I've
mean,
only seen one.
I've had 4. That's the best. That's the closest I've gotten. And that was in
I
the
have
ninth and
four.
10th. I finished with a 4
Throw
bagger
three
in the ninth
fours.
and
I've done one, and it was the last 3 boxes.
10th. Nice.
I threw a 4 bagger, but then the best part is I threw a triple to start the next string, and didn't throw another mark. So I didn't throw a mark in that four in the 5 bagger. I didn't throw a
Hilarious.
mark until the 5 bagger, and then I started the next string with a triple, and then didn't throw a mark the rest of the string.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
So you were good for 8 boxes.
I was
Well,
good for 8 boxes.
4 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 boxes. I
Yeah.
was good for 4 boxes, and then and honestly don't know if I went 400 that night. It was a rough night. It was
That's
not a good night.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
How do you
Oh
finish with
God,
a 5 bagger, start with a triple, and still not get a 400?
because I went one.
Five
What
bagger.
was that?
Like
One.
the worst you would be after 6 is probably like
I had
4
160.
maybe.
I had. So it was the 8th, 9th, and
7,
10th. So 30, 60, 90. 30,
yeah.
30,
So
60,
like
90. So I was
yeah.
160 something.
Okay.
And then I started with a triple and didn't throw another, and that was a 120
So you would have been
ish, 130 ish.
30, 50, yeah. And then
And
so you
then
had 280 and you didn't, yeah, I guess didn't get 120. That's
no,
probably true. Yeah, that's true.
no, because I might have only had 1 or 2 spares all night. It was a while ago, but
Just a one ball bowler.
guess so.
Yeah.
Um,
This past weekend,
yep.
we had our mixed provincials, which started back up. For those who don't know, the mixed provincials is used to be the biggest tournament. Probably,
So I'm not. I'm
yeah.
not laughing.
I'm laughing at him too, but I
I
didn't
just
say anything because I was in mid conversation.
I just saw
Uh,
Weber's comment.
Yeah,
oh,
he threw a 195 and had 403.
Went 403 for the night.
Yeah.
Hey, we all do
Wow.
it, Mark. We all do it.
I mean, you can't really say it, but you can always say it that Adam Melanson had a 223 and didn't have a 400. He only bowled 2 out of 3 strings.
Oh,
He came in the second string and had a
okay.
223 and then had like a 120 something the second one, but he didn't bowl the third string. So
Oh my
it
God,
was
that's
just funny. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, the provincials, known as the Alpine Tournament, has started back up again. They were to 3 divisions. Unfortunately, it wasn't a big 3 divisions like it used to be. It used to be the biggest tournament in Candlepin bowling. It used to consist of 5 lanes, and every lanes had 14 to 18 teams. So there was almost over 90 teams in one tournament.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, each team consists of 7 people, four guys and four girls and 3 guys. Each division has its own winners, so they're usually based on I guess committee decision on the strength of the team, and they put them in their divisions. And then how it used to work is that the winners of their division would move up into the other division, and then the bottom 4 of the other division would move down. So you'd have new teams in each division every year.
So you got relegated.
Essentially, you got relegated and moved up and everything. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. And I don't know if they're going to still do that. I don't know what they're going to do next year. It all depends. But in the C division, I believe I can't remember which team won, but I have the top 4. I can't remember which team won. I believe it was Bayview Trucks. I think that's what I heard, but I can't remember the C division. But the top 4 teams coming out of that was ER Steves, Dowie's Believers. I think it was supposed to be Believers, but they spelled Believers because I think it's Dowie's Delivers, but they've tried to make it Believers, but didn't put the E in there. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Anyways, Bayview Trucks and Basil Nodden. Don't get it, but okay. We'll go with it. Yeah, Basil Nodden. I'm not sure. So it was ER Steves ended up the first seed. They played the 4 seed, which is Basil Nodden, and then Dowie's Believers and Bayview Trucks ended up facing each other. And then like I said, I believe Bayview Trucks came out on top. High single out of there was for the men 165 for Todd Chiasson. He bowled well all weekend. I think he was high average as well. And for the women was Gwen Totten. I got him to print off all the sheets, so I have them here. Yeah, Todd ended up high average at 116.23. And I believe Stacy Irving got high average at 109.9 for the women. So good for that one. The B division, the winners were Fireballs. They beat Innuendo in the finals. First place going into the playoffs was Bob Cropley. Second was the Fireballs. Third was Oh Spare Us. And fourth was Innuendo. So good for them. High single was Jared Floyd. Oh, that's neat. High single was Jared Floyd at 140, and high single in the women was Joyce Chevery at 140. So the high single for both men and women was 140. I believe the high average was Mitch. Yes, Mitch Carhart at 117 for the men, and I thought there was a 108, I think, for the women. Yes, high average 108. Giselle Judry. So good bowling for them all weekend. And then the important division, well, to me, and where you get these nice, pretty jackets is by winning the tournament. First place goes to Team with No Name, and that would be the King of the North's team. We defeated the Freddie Beach Strikers, which was Miranda Wallace's team. Top four were Team with No Name, McPhee Bakery, Freddie Beach Strikers, and Old Town Auto. The high single for the men was Brandon James at 161, and the high single for the women was Melissa Sinton at 160. The high average for the men was the handicapped and the broken Mark Betteridge at 125. The man hasn't thrown a ball in 3 years except for, I think he bowled Tuesday night. He had 104 and 87, and he couldn't walk for 2 days. He came to St. John. I believe he bowled almost every string, if not every string, and averaged 125. He was high average by 5 over Travis Wallace, who got second high average. Hey, Travis, you finally made money in something. Good job, bud. So he was the second high average, and this is where I have to give a big shout out to the women carrying us and kicking our ass all weekend. Tasha Murray, Melissa Sinton, and Jill Wood were the second, third, and fourth high averages of the entire tournament. So Mark Betteridge was the high average out of everyone at 125. Jill Wood was high average for the women at 121. Melissa was second at 120.89, I think, like something like that. And Tasha was third high average at 120.34 something. So they were the second, third, and fourth high average out of the entire tournament. They bowled absolutely incredible, carried us shitty men bowlers to the first place and the victory. And I needed to mention that because they bowled absolutely awesome all weekend. So that was that. The Alpine, that is the tournaments that I know have concluded. Coming up, as I see people have let me know, and I have now looked up, is the third annual Bowlerama 460, open to men and women, teams of 4 with the ability to carry subs. 9 a.m. start for both days, $375 entry, and averages are due as of April 1st. So I believe everybody's kind of got those in. They have 17 teams. I'm guessing and hoping they're assuming for an 18th team. I hope. So if you have a team you want to throw in there, 4 bowlers, 460 average, go get it.
Go get some.
Go get some. And
We'll be on our way.
Next weekend, the Earl McCully already has 82 people signed up, I believe. It is based singles tournament, 9 strings. I think they said 9 strings. All handicap is based off of 120 average, and your average is usually your league high average. Or if you bowl out of a different house, they have a committee who will decide what they believe your average should be, kind of like a handicap type, golf handicap type. They'll determine where you're bowling out of and what you should get. So, yeah, they got about 82. I think they're going for 96 if they can get there. If not, I believe there's no cap. So, get a carload, come on out. It's, I believe, $600 or $700 for first place. $80 entry, I believe, or $50 entry. Sorry, $50 to get in, and then I think it's $600, and they pay. No, fuck the Bruins.
You shut your mouth.
Nah, fuck the Bruins. Shoot it to her. So $50 entry, $700 for first. It's a lot of fun. Everybody loves it. So. Oh, stop. I hope they all break their legs. Every one of them.
Bergeron played on a broken leg and a punctured lung one year.
Let's see. So we've got some stuff coming up.
Shut up, Michelle.
I think we like Michelle.
No,
we do.
Not anymore.
I think we like her.
No, I've changed my mind. Not anymore.
No, we've got to like her because let's go Bruins.
Nobody likes that.
Everybody likes that, Calvin.
No, nobody likes that.
Let's see here. So there is a doubles tournament Sunday, May 28th of 2023. That is at Bangor Brewer Lanes. It is $75 each, $150 a team, 44 team max, 90% of 125 handicap, 10 strings, highest total pinfall with handicap after 10 string wins. Please contact Evan to sign up. Facebook message him, or there is a phone number here. I don't really feel like putting it out there. It's on Candlepin chat. Go find it. And there will be a $10 each, $20 team high single per string. Projected payouts at 30 teams is $1,500 to first place, $800 to second, $500 to third, $300 to fourth, $200 to fifth. That is with 30 teams. And if they take 44, then obviously those projected payouts go up. The Amateur Candlepin Bowlers Tour, that has been updated with descriptions for each stop. Looks like the schedule is random draw doubles at Leda Lanes on May 21st, a Baker format at Leda Lanes June 17th, 10-stringer at Spare Time on July 16th, doubles double elimination at Ryan's August 19th, Ultimate Ladder at Webster Timber Lanes September 17th, and then the playoffs. What playoffs? Playoffs. Sign up now at www.facebook.com/amateur Candlepin tour. You can contact Caitlin Finn, C. Fraser, FRASER, 315@gmail.com. You can find that information on Candlepin chat as well. Let's see. We have there was more here and I lost it.
Is this what your mind you're talking about?
No, this is just, again, when
are you having a Prevagen moment?
I may be. I may be. So we have to get to a couple of questions before we end the show, because Wayne took the time to send us some questions a month and a half ago, and we didn't get to them the last couple of times. So a couple of these, I'm not going to talk on air. I'll just respond to the email. Um, but he makes a good point because there are different organizations, state, international, the ICBA, all sorts of stuff here. Ultimately, Wayne, yes, the ICBA still exists. What does it do? I hate to be the guy that says it. I'm not 100% sure. Other than I do know it has some benefits for proprietors. I don't know what the benefits to the bowlers, and that's on me for not knowing. So any proprietors that are currently listening to this, going, "Oh Jesus, here goes Tim again talking about the ICBA," I'm not. They've got the Hall of Fame. They've got, you know, I don't know. I can't answer. Perhaps,
I do.
perhaps we can get a
I,
proprietor on at some point
I have
who
a
can
comment
talk
that
a little
kind
bit.
of goes with that though, and I know that in Mass it's different in New Hampshire, but at least in Maine, if it's an open tournament, I don't care ICBA or Maine state regulations. If it's open, you should be able to bowl out of any house and bowl in that tournament. It is open. If you're not in the handicap, Tim, am I wrong? If you're not in the handicap division, why do you need an average from anywhere?
I've already been scolded about having a tournament this weekend at the same time as the main state elimination tournament by a proprietor
Damn it, Tim, grow a weekend.
who believes it's wrong that we scheduled it there. So I'm simply going to say yes, there are state candlepin associations. No, I don't know what they do. No, they are not for the bowler, regardless of what they tell you. They are not for the bowler. They are proprietor associations, meaning everything they do is to try to benefit the proprietor, which is fine. They're there to make money. They own a
Make your
business.
money.
It's a for-profit business. I want them to make money because if they make money, then they stay in business. However, without bowlers, you lose bowling centers.
Don't make it hard for me to give you my money.
Right. Uh, so bowlers have no uh, organizations yet.
There
It
is
has
no
been
there is no players association.
it has been talked about. There are several behind the scenes.
Should we go on strike?
Okay, there are behind the scenes, things working behind the scenes of some bowlers that are trying to get some bowling association directly related to the bowlers.
We need a
There
we need
are
a bargaining agreement.
there are a few proprietors that are on board with the bowlers coming up with their own association that would help. Whether or not this goes further, I have no idea. Um, so Wayne also wants to know, like, there's different types of leagues and tournaments and handicaps and things like that. There are a lot of different leagues, types of leagues, travel leagues, house leagues, single tours, single tournaments,
Two
weekly.
boxes at a time, five
Oh
boxes
my
at a time,
goodness, there's
four boxes at a time, and then two, you weird Canadian bastards.
so the biggest question I'm going to answer here is, what do the terms pro and amateur mean in candlepin bowling? And I'm going to let Calvin answer this one.
Me?
Yep.
Go ahead, Bubby.
I don't understand why.
Because
I
you're the
don't.
professional. You're the king of the north.
Well, yeah, but there's no need to brag about it.
I don't even think it like it. No, let me. I'll go real quick, Calvin. I don't even think it has
Go
to do
for
with
it.
the caliber of bowling. I think it's like a pro tournament would be a scratch tournament at a house that is fully 100% regulated with all the ICBA regulations. And an amateur tournament is probably handicapped, still the same regulations, but you probably have a handicap or you're getting pins or something.
I,
I,
yeah. When I think of pro and amateur, like if you think of pro and amateur, I would look at it as you, myself, and Tim, we're pros. We've done this for years. We've bowled in tournaments. We've bowled in big tournaments. The amateurs would be people who are just starting out or people who are not getting into all the tournaments that we get into or, stuff like that. Like I would find maybe just your average league bowlers who just bowl leagues and don't bowl any tournaments. Like I would find them as amateurs because they're not. I mean, yes, the leagues have money, but they're not bowling in tour events, if you want to call them that. So
my definition is pretty basic. If you're bowling in a tournament for money, handicap or not, that is a professional type event. If you're a league bowler and you're not bowling in tournaments, that to me is your amateur events. Or if you're bowling for a trophy, that's an amateur thing. It's no different than golf. A golfer is considered pro if he takes money. It doesn't matter what level of professional it is.
I do have a question about that.
Yeah.
If you don't take the money, but you take the exemptions into the tournaments, does that still make you pro?
Yes.
You're taking a prize.
That's
you're
cool.
just not paying.
That's interesting. So if
Yeah.
an amateur wins the Masters, he can't take the exemption or the money.
No. No, he can take the title, but he can't take the money and he can't take the exemptions into the other tournaments. Now, there's probably some sort of loopholes around something like that, but
like sponsors exemptions if he's not getting paid.
Things like that.
He or she. I'm sorry, he or she.
Yep. And the last question Wayne had is, what would you advise for a person who wants to start bowling regularly? What's a good starting point?
Don't. I'm kidding.
Accurate.
Accurate, but he's kidding. Brian, you want to answer that one?
Honestly, try and bowl in a league with at least a handful of quality good bowlers that bowl in big tournaments, and don't have to stand up there and bowl next to them, but just bowl your game and see how you're comparing with them, because I know, at least for me, the better people you bowl with, the better you're gonna get. It's just natural. It's if you have the drive to want to be better, bowling against better people will make you better. Better.
I'm laughing at Michelle A.
Yeah,
stuck up on ibuprofen.
Yeah, and I would say that
Advil.
I would say that as well, Brian. And the other thing is, don't get deflated when you're not as good as the King of the North. Don't get deflated when you're not as good as those bowlers. Like if they go in and average 120, especially if you can find yourself a handicap league where even though if you're not getting 100%, you're still getting 80%. Like Jumpins the other night, we were bowling 5 guys who just go there to drink and have fun. They were getting 137 pins and they took 8 off of us. So anything can happen on a given night. You may not be the best bowler, but as long as you're knocking down pins and as long as you're trying hard enough, that's all that matters. And just don't get deflated if you're not averaging in the top 10 averages. If you're not doing this, just keep at it. Eventually you'll work your way up. And some people just, it's not like anything. Not every ball player is a Mike Trout, right? So not every bowler is going to be a Tim Matero or a Jeff Surratt or a Gary Carrington. Sometimes you're just only going to be a Brian Athern, where you're an average 105 kind of guy.
It is true.
I love you, Brian. No,
it is true.
It is true. Some people.
I'll make sure to bring my 105 next weekend.
I hope so.
No, thank you. I would appreciate you bringing your 115.
Please. So yeah, I know a lot of people who love this game in and out, and unfortunately, they just aren't as accurate or aren't as strong to make the pins fall down. They don't have the hand-eye coordination, and it's not the worst. Not everybody's going to be good at this game. Not everybody's going to be bad at this game. It's just you just have to be able to have fun with this game, and that's why I do it. Yes, I'm good at it, but I enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the bowling. Even though it hurts me. Yes, I enjoy the competition. I like this weekend. I think what did I finish? 110 average, I think. Oh no, got myself up to 115. I'm impressed.
At Fairview? That's what I average at Fairview.
That's not going to cut it, Calvin, this weekend. So I'm going to need King of the North, Calvin, to show up on Friday.
We want Easter Bunny, Calvin.
Hey, I showed up on one string and it was the last string, and I threw 153. So that's all that matters. So if
So
we're in the
So get
last
him to
string,
Sunday is what he's saying.
yeah,
Get him to
get me
Sunday.
to Sunday. Get me to
and
Sunday. I'm Tiger all day.
and Wayne, I'll tell you that um, everything that Brian and Calvin have said is the truth when it comes to getting started in this game and having fun with this game. And it took me a long time to have fun with this game. Um,
You have fun.
I enjoy the how do I word this? I have fun when I'm not throwing a ball. When I can sit back and give Brian shit as he's bowling,
You
that's
tried to
fun.
yesterday, and I ignored you.
No, you smiled and I knew I had you.
You
So
didn't have me.
I had you. You threw it off in the corner. Of course I had you.
Dude, your team lost the first string by 67 pins.
We were
Okay, mom and dad.
terrible.
Okay, let's go.
Anywho,
Wrap it up.
so yes, Wayne, it's find, like Brian said, find a good league where one you can have fun, but
That's
two
important. It's a good league, not
you
just
can
any
learn.
league.
Yes, you can learn. And you learn by doing and by watching those bowlers that can
Watch
do
how
it.
they play shots.
Yeah. Everybody plays shots differently. Everybody has a different way they throw the ball. Everybody has a different spin on the ball. Some people throw it harder than others. There's so many different ways in this game to play a shot. Um, I Brian laughs sometimes that I'll totally miss a shot and it'll go and I'll just turn around and be like, "What, you didn't see it there?"
That's where I
You
was
know,
playing it. 100%.
absolutely.
Pro
Yeah,
read. Pro
yeah.
read.
Or
Hurry.
read. You know.
Right bowler.
So yeah, it's have fun with it, and I say that because it's taken me a long time to realize that the fun in this game is not the actual bowling; it's the camaraderie, it's the friends that you've made, it's and I'm going to put it this way: um,
Well, if you
you
have
look at
fun,
some,
good.
well, you look at someone like we've got a wedding coming up soon that is between two people that never would have met if it wasn't for the game of bowling. And when you sit back and you realize how many bowlers are going to be there, and you realize how many friends you truly have outside of the game, it's kind of cool. I mean, I know I can be a dick. I know I can be sarcastic. I know I can be an ass.
You?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I'm with you, bud. Right here.
Calvin's got me.
I'm the biggest douchebag in the community. So,
Dude, I happen to think I'm very likable.
and look at all the people who were cheering for me last weekend. It happens.
So have fun with it. Enjoy it. Um, enjoy the friendships that you make in the game, because it's going to come to a time where the body will not allow you to do this game anymore. Hint, hint. This guy.
And then you just become a drinker.
I don't drink.
Well, you're gonna start.
I'm going to have to start.
He's going to be the phantom of the bowling alley. He'll come in, say hi to three people, and you'll never see him. He'll just leave. Like a fart in the wind.
Yeah. I'm going to show up, say hi, and leave. But no. We have more questions.
Wayne.
We're already. It's great. Thank you, Wayne,
Yeah.
for sending those questions along. I will ask this. We did have a question that is non-bowling related.
Okay.
All of us.
Okay.
Calvin, what is your favorite food?
Oh, pizza. 1,000%. If I could eat pizza every day for my entire life, I would. If I could have a hot pizza every morning, every lunch, every supper, I would eat it.
What kind?
It doesn't matter. Anything without, like, anything except vegetarian. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll eat it.
Brian's thinking very hard.
Dough, sauce, and cheese.
Favorite all-time food, and I'm not a dessert person at all, and I can't have this anymore, was my grandmother's apple pie, which I'll never get again. But that was my favorite ever. Favorite food, honestly, a good steak. Yeah, a good steak. Grilled.
Now I'm hungry. the dishes.
I'm gonna say steak and eggs. I love eggs.
I thought you would have gone prime rib or filet.
I can a prime rib and eggs.
Never tried that. That might be good.
Prime rib and eggs. Filet and eggs.
Bacon wrap filet and eggs. That's breakfast.
Bacon wrap filet and eggs. Bacon wrapped eggs.
Baseball steak from the keg.
Baseball steak. You know, steak and eggs for me. I'm probably gonna. My cholesterol is probably 8,422, which I think is pretty bad.
Alvin, can you get us sponsored by the keg?
No, I don't think they do sponsors.
Oh.
So we're gonna wrap it up for the night, and all that happy stuff. So send us
for
your
showing up late, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Hoagie.
I thought you said me. I was on time this week for once.
No, Ryan, not Brian.
So
don't you listen.
You as a Canadian mumble, eh?
Hey, I'm talking here.
No.
As a reminder, folks, you can ask us anything you want. It does not have to be about bowling. We will.
Florida. It's made you look.
Oh my God! I'm like, wait,
still intermission. It's still intermission. You suck, Tim.
Son of a
suck so
he
bad.
Got you. Got him.
I can't wait until Larry jumps on you while you're trying to sleep on my couch.
Got his nuts.
Got him.
Which is funny because there's a spare bed, but Calvin will sleep on the couch.
Oh, yes, which is really odd. He can sleep on the bed if he wants, but no, he will sleep on the couch. He will sleep on the couch. He will sleep with the cats. The cats will come.
He will sleep here and there. He will sleep anywhere.
I will sleep everywhere.
I completely forgot where I was going with this.
Send us questions about anything.
Oh, send us questions. God, yes. And by the way, we need a top. We haven't done a top 10 in a long time.
We talk about them every other week, and then we just go, and then we forget about it completely.
So, top 10. Have we done top 10?
I mean, we're going to need to in the summertime, or are we taking the summer off?
No, we'll do it. We'll do the show in the summer.
Well, there you go. So we're going to need topics.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk other things in the
hot stove.
Hot stove, yes.
Hot stove season.
Okay, top 10
hot stove.
Top 10
boogers.
Baseball. Top 10 baseball moments. Individual moments.
Why baseball? Why not sports moments?
Top 10.
And do 5 because there's 3 of us.
Yeah, but we got an hour.
But we have as long as
I'm a veteran of top 10s on podcasts. We need more time.
We did them forever, and we got like an hour and like 10 minutes at most, I think.
So top 10. If Brian has his way, we'll do top 5. Top 10 individual sporting moments. Can be anything, but it's your individual moments that matter to you, Calvin and Brian. I'm pointing to Brian now.
My number one is going to be beating Tim in average next weekend.
Okay, I'm broken and you still can't beat me in average.
I will laugh. I have money.
You better hope I don't beat
you. You got no chance of beating me.
Dude,
I was broken. Okay, I was broken on Thursday night. Literally broken on Thursday night. I beat him by 100.
Dude, I threw an 89 the first game.
Not my problem.
That's like I won't say that on here. We'll get kicked off.
So top 10 individual sporting moments. That's going to be our next top 10. So think about it. We got 2 weeks. As usual, folks, please get your questions, comments, and concerns over to us at rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find Brian on OnlyFans. He is selling big booty butt pictures.
Nice.
Definitely the starfish. That's his favorite one. He is like Patrick, the starfish. He's out like this. He is making tons of money, folks. You got to support Brian on OnlyFans. Big Booty Brian. It's www.onlyfans.com/Big Booty Brian. looking
You
up.
realize there's
I'm
probably
hoping
one
that's
of those,
legit.
right?
I'm hoping that's legit.
Oh my God.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
hoping.
You
I
know
am,
there's one of those. You
I
know
am
there is.
seriously hoping that there is an OnlyFans.
Oh my
of
God, that'd
Big
be
Booty
great.
Brian.
I hope there is, because
It'd
I
be
hope
a-
we just made someone money.
It'd be a
So,
big hulking black guy too. I just have that feeling. It'd just be some big, massive guy.
oh my God, he's like the guy that sits on the edge of the bed. The meme.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't think of the guy's name. The massive schlong that's just.
And
Oh my
he
God.
turns and
We need to get off the internet for this, guys.
and he's biting his tongue and he's ready to go. That big
How we
booty.
get kicked off YouTube.
Brian, could you do our disclosure, please, and then finish
No.
this up?
No, but you can find us on Anchor Breaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to your podcast mediums.
Booty Brian.
Big booty.
And by the way, going forward, Ripping the Rack will be hosted by Brian and Calvin, as I'm going to murder Tim after the 560. Only after.
Only
you know what?
after.
That's recorded. So if I die between now and after that, please go see Big Booty Brian.
Big booty
Yeah,
Brian.
'cause it ain't me.
So I'm sorry. Did you even do the disclosure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this show certainly went off the rails. We appreciate the people that are still sticking around listening.
Guaranteed
Hopefully, we made
nobody
at least one laugh. Would be great. Just one,
You guys are horrible.
maybe.
I feel like
Big
Bob
booty.
Big Booty Brian,
I love
King of
you
the
guys,
North.
but you're all terrible.
You know, you know what? I will say this for Big Booty Brian,
Tim.
for the King of the North.
Tim.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna put his name for all weekend. Big booty Brian.
Oh my God, yes.
Triple
Triple
B.
B.
We'll get Mark to put it up. We'll put BBB. Big booty Brian.
Big Booty Brian. So on behalf of Big Booty Brian, and we got to say it just like that, Big Booty Brian,
Yeah.
and the King of the North, Calvin. I'm Tim. I get nothing.
See you in
We
a couple
appreciate you
weeks.
listening, guys. Have a great one, and go Bruins.
Go Florida.
Ah, wait, no, go Bruins.
Go Leafs. Go Florida.
Go Bruins.